By now, you know a narcissist wears a mask. And that's why I need you to embrace that you need to look at the narcissist upon the ending of your relationship as someone who's lost, someone who's misguided, and understand that they are going to rush off into new relationships as a coping mechanism to cope with the fact of losing you. Yes, they will drown in the affection of strangers around them, and you have to really cleanse yourself and part ways with that, and embrace this. It's not a reflection of you. Someone's empaths and all the genuine souls. It's not a reflection of you, a narcissist going off and being promiscuous or going through supply after supply after supply after supply. It's not a reflection of you, right? This is their choices that they've made, that they thought was the best for their life. And what they never do is they never heal. All right. Even when you met them, they were broken. Okay, you may have pieced them back together a bit and stuff like that, but inevitably they were still broken. And after losing you, they're broken, and their ways of coping with these things is rushing forward, is posting their new supply on social media to wind you up, is to provoke you, is to bait you, is to lure you into a trap, is to do these things, right? That's what they've done with you to their former supply. They're probably posting things with you and them, making the old supply jealous. They never embrace who you are. You're never present with them in the relationship. They never truly embrace your qualities. They never truly embrace these things until after you're gone. When they're faced with the reality of some of these strangers that they're around, treating them badly, talking down to them, belittling them, taking advantage of them. It's not like narcissists just go off into this cesspool of supply that they take control over. It takes someone like yourself who believed in them. Perhaps you would have been coined as wearing your heart on your sleeve. You give a lot. You're selfless. They need someone like that to really thrive. Okay. And their way of coping with losing all of the benefit that you brought, because that's what they only realize after, is to indulge in promiscuity, both male and female, right? They'll indulge in this stuff. And I meant both male and females will do this. That's what I meant. They'll indulge in this. Okay, and it's just their coping mechanism. They do feel grief from losing the chosen one. They do feel grief from losing the empath. I know many of you don't believe they do, but they do. All right, they obsess over the chosen one. They're preoccupied over the chosen one. All of the stuff they're doing, especially in nowadays day and age with social media, they're doing it to show you. They want to make you jealous. All right. You see, what narcissistic women try to do to the man, right? I'm trying to find the word that I can say for when it's a woman, a man doing it to a woman. But, well, no, it's similar. Basically, the woman narcissist will try and emasculate the man, right? And part of that's doing that is if you was in a relationship and they start posting stuff with new supplies, or I've even heard in sessions of people sending things and stuff like that to their former supply. I've heard of supplies rocking up at houses. They want to try and emasculate the man, right? And it's something of the Jezebel spirit. And Jezebel spirit can affect man and woman. I'll touch on the man now as well. But this is really what it is. It is the evil within them that wants to take control, right? Going back to the story of Samson and Delilah, whether you take it as mythology or fact, he had incredible power. She cut his hair, symbolic of taking his power, the Jezebel spirit, right? And you see, a man will try and... So the best description I can find is like subjugate a woman or patronize her, basically make her feel beneath them, right? Obviously the man plays a role in the relationship and the woman plays a role in the relationship, but I'm saying the Jezebel men and women out there will try to like mess up the true essence of what the man and the woman truly is. Okay, these Jezebel spirits will try to mess it up, so emasculating a man or subjugating a woman. This is what they do, okay, or patronizing a woman, so what you got to embrace is it's sick, it doesn't work, they will run off with new supplies as a way to heal. This is what they do. They will run off with new supplies. This is their way of healing. It's a vital mistake, and it's something I strongly warn you against doing. Don't get involved in a tit for tat with them, with their new supply, and you posting things with someone new, and you need to heal first, right? They'll realize later on. This is what I'm saying. Further down the line, they're gonna run through their cycle of supplies. Oftentimes, more often than not, narcissists run through supply after supply after supply. And probably you might only catch on to one of them or two of them, but then maybe you stop watching their social media, right, or whatever like that, and they're running rampant with supplies, right? This is what they do. So you can't let this affect you or make you think that this is a reflection of you or areas you lacked in, or take it personal. I know it's very personal, someone that you loved and cared about maybe running off with a new supply or cheating or whatever, but you can't take a reflection of you, right? It's them. It's the evil in them. That's what the evil do, right? This is what this species is. They resonate with all of the low vibrational things in the world, all of the evil things in the world. Not all, but they that's what they indulge in. They like those sorts of things, right? So this is their coping mechanism. Okay, there's a song that I used to listen to, and it says, "Too many lovers in one lifetime isn't good for you," right? And this applies to, it was a woman singing the song, but it applies to these narcissists, right? It applies to these narcissists. It's really not good for them to be indulging in this way, right? Not only the health risks, but also the soul ties, everything like that, right? They just rush in so quickly, okay? This is why I've heard from many people are shocked when they see the narcissist go off and get married, or the narcissist go off and have children, or the former supply, the empath, is thinking, oh, why didn't they do that with me, and things like that, right? Like, they're doing this to plaster over the cracks. They're doing this to upset you, okay? All of you need to stop watching the social media. It's very important that you stop watching the social media for your healing. They still have a way to get to you when you're looking at the social media, and you've got to realize that if you're still, they can bother you through social media, but you can still play it distant, right? Don't openly look for things. Try anyway. I can understand you being in a place of doing that, but you've really got to try. It's like an addiction that you've got to beat, right? They're tapping into that dopamine thing, giving you mixed messages or breadcrumbing you. They're doing these things to entice you, to reel you in, to keep you as an option. They never want to truly let go. All right, and they're realizing this now when they're around these new supplies. That's why you need to look at them, like I said, as someone who's lost, someone who's misguided, someone who doesn't realize the qualities that you possessed in comparison to these other supplies that are around. They don't realize it straight away. They're infatuated. They think it's great. They think this is what's best for them. This is what they do. And this is why I'm advising you not to make the same vital mistake that they make by rushing in with something new and thinking it's great and wonderful, and then finding out it's another narcissist or another sociopath or another psychopath. Take your time to really heal yourself first, okay? Honestly, a lot of people are distractions in this lifetime. A lot of people are distractions in this lifetime. Not only romantic relationships, but friendships, family. A lot of individuals that you encounter as a chosen one, empath, and genuine soul are distractions, are distracting you from the right path, are misguiding you, right? And one of these people was the narcissist that was involved in your life. This, whether it was a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, right? They were misguiding you. And it's a great thing that it's come to an end. And the further along you get in your journey, you're gonna realize that, you're gonna embrace that, you're gonna know it was for a good reason that it had to end. Okay? And I just hope that you can get out unscathed. They stop bothering you. They leave you alone. And really, like I said, I'm going to start incorporating the videos. Okay. They're going to indulge in, you know, with new supplies and everything like that to cope with losing you. But really, I want you to get to a place where you just think, you know what, go and be infatuated with some new supply. Go and think this new supply is great. You want to be in that place. You don't want them to bother you in your healing, because they disrupt it. When they pop up and they do things, they try and disrupt your healing. It's like they can almost feel you healing or getting over them. All right? They can almost feel it. And they're looking for things as well. So that's why, as much as I try to advise you to stop looking, they're looking at your social media. Like, they could be quiet as a mouse, right? Radio silent. But they're looking, they're spying, they're doing these things. They're trying to figure out what you're doing. Have you moved on? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? They're trying to figure out what you're doing in life, right? So, just, you know, just embrace. Take your time. Don't make this vital mistake, you know, narcissists make. This is a sick thing that they do. They indulge in numerous people, right? They're very, very loose, right? They're indulging numerous people as a healing thing. Now, what I'm saying is this is the real truth. Because even as a chosen one, empath, and genuine soul, you can get thoughts to indulge in that type of behavior. I'm not saying be loose and stuff, but I'm saying you can think, oh, finding someone new will be great. Say you go on that path, and then you find someone new and they're toxic. Then you go into another path and you find out this is what they run into. They run into toxic people as well. Okay? And they figure it out too late. So this is just a warning for you. Or even if you're in the midst of just take your time to heal first before you indulge in a new relationship. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need in the description box below. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.